An urgent plea to the Prime Minister of India has been made by Resident Doctors Association AIMS. Delhi doctors have called for a central ordinance, a central law to protect healthcare workers and immediate action to restore law and order at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. They've urged for immediate action to restore law and order at the RG Kar Medical Hospital that witnessed not just the rape and murder of a 31-year-old junior doctor some days ago, an incident that has sparked shockwaves across the country, but it also saw vandalism on the eve of Independence Day. Joining me now is Tanushka, my colleague, who has been working on this case. But first, here's a special report.
Five days since the CBI investigation in the RG Kar Medical College rape and murder case, results but no updates from the agency. A CBI team arrived at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital today to continue its probe. The agency also questioned the former principal of the medical college, Sandeep Ghosh, for the third consecutive day. The agency wants details of the phone calls he made before and after the incident. Sandeep Ghosh also came under attack from a former colleague, Akhtar Ali, who now is Deputy Superintendent at Murshidabad Medical College.
वो बहुत ही करप्टेड आदमी है। वो आरजीकर मेडिकल कॉलेज में स्टूडेंट लोगों को फेल कराना, टेंडर ऑर्डर दे करके 20% कमीशन लेना, मतलब आरजीकर में जो भी काम होता था, पोस्टिंग हो, ट्रांसफर हो, हाउस स्टाफशिप हो, सब जगह वो पैसा खाते थे। सिर्फ यही नहीं, गेस्ट हाउस में जूनियर जो स्टूडेंट है उन लोगों को बैठ करके शराब वगैरह पिलाते थे। मैंने अपनी पूरे कैरियर में इतना गंदा इंसान नहीं देखा।
In an exclusive interview with NDTV, the parents of the 31-year-old trainee doctor who was brutally raped and murdered have raised questions on the probe by the police.
देखिए, आपको जब आपका पिता माता जो काम में भेजा, आप पिता माता तो आपका भी है, काम में जाता है, जब रास्ते में रहता है उसका दिक्कत रहता है, जब काम में ऑफिस में घुस जाता है तब आपको उसको दिक्कत बहुत कम हो जाता है।
अभी आपकी मुख्यमंत्री ने भी आपसे मुलाकात की, वो मिल के आके उन्होंने क्या बोला?
उनका ऊपर मैंने तो पहले पूरा भरोसा रखा था, लेकिन जब देखा गलत काम हो रहा है, ठीक से आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा है, उस टाइम में तो हम सीबीआई में चला गया।
সব হারিয়ে গেছে, আর কিছু হারানোর নেই। এই যারা কন্যাশ্রী প্রকল্প বা লক্ষ্মীর ভান্ডার এগুলো নিচ্ছেন, তারা নেওয়ার আগে তাদের লক্ষ্মী সুরক্ষিত কিনা একবার ভাববেন।
To amp up the security, Kolkata police imposed section 163 of the BNS in the periphery and prohibiting protesters to gather in front of the hospital.
As you can see behind me, we're outside Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata, wherein the fans of East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, the two teams, football teams in Kolkata, are present here for demanding for justice and protesting against the gruesome rape and murder of this young trainee doctor at RG Kar Medical Hospital. There is immense security forces present here. There is rapid action forces present here. Kolkata police present here. The fans of these football teams are right now being detained by Kolkata police in this football match in the Durand Cup between two of the fiercest Kolkata rivals was cancelled in the backdrop of this protest.
The Kolkata police has also summoned BJP leader Locket Chatterjee and two doctors, Dr. Kunal Sarkar and Dr. Subarno Goswami, in connection with spreading rumours regarding the rape and murder of the doctor. The police say a misinformation campaign is being run on social media to create unrest. The police also cancelled the Mohun Bagan vs East Bengal football match, citing security concerns and intelligence inputs about troublemakers at the massive gathering, as the opposition alleged the government was trying to scuttle a protest.
যেহেতু আমাদের কাছে একেবারে স্পেসিফিক ইনপুট ছিল, কিছু অর্গানাইজেশনস, কিছু লোকজন সাধারণ অডিয়েন্সের মধ্যে ঢুকে এরকম একটা বিশৃঙ্খলা তৈরি করার পরিকল্পনা করে রেখেছিল, সেই জন্যে যারা ফুটবল লাভার্স ছিল, যারা ওই দিন প্রায় ৬২,০০০ থেকে ৬৩,০০০ ক্যাপাসিটি ক্রাউড ছিল, তাদের সেফটি সিকিউরিটিটা মাথায় রেখে আমাদের এই ম্যাটারটা টেক আপ করতে হয়, আর সেটার জন্য আজকে এই ম্যাচটাকে ক্যান্সেল করতে হয়। দিস ইজ ওয়ান অফ দ্য মেইন রিজনস।
The police have said that the Durand Cup football match in Kolkata that was to happen today has been cancelled based on intelligence information that there were supposed to be troublemakers in the protests inside the stadium. This protest and other protests also are currently ongoing in the city in West Bengal in view of the intense anger and rage that the people in the city of Joy have over the rape and murder of this young doctor at RG Kar Medical Hospital. The CBI investigation is still ongoing. However, only one person has been arrested until now. The entire city echoes of only one question at this point: when will justice be served? With camera person Ashwini Mehra, this is Tanushka Datta for NDTV.
My colleague Tanushka joins me from Kolkata. Tanushka, you spoke to the victims' parents today morning. After that, you covered the protest for us. So it's been a range of protests in Kolkata. Clearly, the city is very angry. We saw the women of Kolkata walk the city on the night of the eve of Independence Day. Now, other resident doctors association, including that of AIIMS, have called for a central ordinance to protect healthcare workers. This protest seems to be just intensifying. Clearly, tell us what is the mood on the ground and what is the latest on this?
Precisely, Vasudha, the mood of not just the ground in Kolkata but also across the country is that for concerns of women's safety at this point. This is a massive movement that is of course stemmed from Kolkata after this rape and murder of this young trainee doctor at RG Kar Medical Hospital, but has extended on all across the country at this point. And the recent update is that the Resident Doctors Association at AIIMS Delhi has written directly to the Prime Minister of the India appealing to him for an urgent attention that is required onto the protection for healthcare professionals following this tragic incident, and also an urgent request from their end for ordinance on safety and security of healthcare professionals in India. Their major demands right now is the introduction of a central ordinance wherein they're requesting to the government of India to consider enacting a central law through an ordinance to safeguard healthcare workers in institutions across the nation. And this law should also entail stringent penalties that would serve as a strong deterrent against violence and ensure uniform protection for healthcare professionals everywhere. So this is of course stemming from the incident at RG Kar, but it's not only constrained onto there anymore. It is about women's safety across the nation, and they're also asking for restoration of law and order at RG Kar Medical Hospital. We know that after the incident and on the night, as you mentioned, where women came out on the streets of Kolkata protesting, which they called as Women Reclaim the Night. It is on that night as well that mobs vandalized the RG Kar Medical Hospital. So safety still remains a huge concern at this medical hospital, and the AIIMS RD is kindly urging the Prime Minister to take immediate action to restore law and order at the RG Kar Medical Hospital and ensure swift justice for the female doctor who has suffered such violence. That should send across a strong message of support and prevent such future occurrences until and unless there's stringent action taken. This is what the RDAs believe in.
Right.
That such sort of crime will continue to perpetuate.
So several important and difficult questions being raised by Doctors Association across the country. Thank you, Tanushka, for joining us with those details. Meanwhile, 70 Padma Awardee doctors have written to the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, regarding violence against doctors and other healthcare workers, demanding swift and decisive action against perpetrators of such heinous crime, specifically in Kolkata, given the recent incident there, and for a separate law to deal with violence, both physical and verbal, against doctors, medical professionals and medical institutions. Let's listen into what Dr. Harsh Mahajan said, and also what cricketer turned politician Harbhajan Singh told NDTV a short while ago.
Padma Awardees who've been honoured by the government over the last few decades got together and have written to our Prime Minister Modi to actually take personal interest in this matter, to see that the culprits are brought to book and get the strictest possible punishment. Also, what we have requested is that a new separate law for protection of doctors, healthcare professionals and healthcare institutions be brought in very quickly.
Your letter is addressed to the citizens of the country. You say that this is a call for justice and introspection. Tell us what made you make this impassioned plea.
सबसे पहले तो ये बड़ा ना दुखदाई मामला है, क्योंकि जो हुआ है उस फैमिली के साथ या वो बेटी के साथ, वो देश की बेटी है और उसको जीने का अधिकार है, काम करने का अधिकार है और हर उस खुले तरीके से जीने का अधिकार है जैसे हर किसी बच्चे को है इस देश में। तो लेकिन जब उसके साथ ऐसा कोई काम हो जाता है जिसकी हम कभी अपने इमेजिनेशन में भी नहीं सोच सकते हैं, और उसके बावजूद इतने दिनों से वो लोग जो हैं उसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं और इतनी देरी से हो रहा है, तो ये मेरा मानना है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इस काम में एक्सपर्टाइट करना चाहिए, जल्दी से जल्दी उन दोषियों को सज़ा मिलनी चाहिए और सज़ा भी ऐसी मिलनी चाहिए ताकि आने वाले समय में कोई किसी भी लड़की की तरफ आंख उठा के ना देख सके और किसी की इज्जत पे या किसी की बेटी को कोई अपने मन से जब उसका मन करे इस तरह निचोड़े ना। तो ये बहुत दुखदाई घटना है, ये हम सबके लिए, ये मुझे मर्द कहलाने में शर्म आती है कि हम सोसाइटी में ऐसा फेयर क्रिएट करते हैं।
Now, in yet another case of physical assault on medical professionals, a female doctor now in Mumbai's Sion Hospital was physically assaulted early in the morning today. The female doctor was attacked by attendants who came with a patient. This incident comes days after the horrific rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. Mumbai police have registered a case against 2 persons for misbehavior and assault with the female doctor. BMC Association of Resident Doctors has condemned the attack on female doctor and they have demanded immediate deployment of additional security personnel in all wards across BMC hospitals. In fact, there's an official statement that has also been issued by this association. Meanwhile, there is a lot of buzz about former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Champai Soren, joining the BJP. He was in Delhi today, and amidst all these speculations of him making this big move, Champai Soren has broken silence on social media platform X, where he has said that he was humiliated in Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and that all options are open for him. This buzz over Champai Soren likely to join the BJP started with Champai Soren leaving Jharkhand and coming to Delhi, and several of the MLAs of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha going unreachable to their own party people. Champai Soren, of course, has spoken on social media now, saying that circumstances that have been created for him have made it difficult for him to stay in the party and that he was humiliated several times. Remember, Champai Soren was appointed the Chief Minister of Jharkhand when Hemant Soren was arrested by ED in a mining case. Of course, when he was reinstated as the Chief Minister, Champai Soren was removed as the Chief Minister. He has now said that all options are open for him. He's one of the oldest MLAs of the JMM and also is seen as someone who has worked closely with Shibu Soren.
देखिए, बहुत ही भावुक पोस्ट है एक्स पर चंपई सोरेन जी का, पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री का, और ये झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा के भीतर खाने की घटिया राजनीति और जो वहाँ चालबाजी है उसको एक्सपोज करता है। इन्होंने स्पष्ट रूप से लिखा कि हेमंत सोरेन जब जेल से बाहर आए तो मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए भी उनको कह दिया गया कि अगले 2 दिनों तक आप किसी कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा नहीं ले सकते। साहब, कौन मुख्यमंत्री से भी बड़ा संवैधानिक पदाधिकारी हो जाता है राज्य में जो मना करता है? भाई, व्यक्तिवादी और परिवारवादी पार्टियों में यही होता है।
अगर ऐसी बातें आती हैं, वो पार्टी छोड़ के किसी दूसरे दल में जाते हैं, खास करके भाजपा में जाने की बात अगर सामने आएगी तो ये आत्मघाती कदम होगा उनके लिए। मुझे लगता है उनके ऐसा मैच्योर पॉलिटिशियन ऐसा कदम कैसे उठा सकता है, अभी भी मुझे विश्वास नहीं होता है। और चूंकि भाजपा एक डूबती हुई जहाज है, डूबते हुए जहाज की सवारी कौन करेगा? फिर भी अगर उनका कुछ निर्णय होता है तो उनका व्यक्तिगत निर्णय है और जैसा निर्णय होगा वैसा फिर पार्टी देखेगी।
Now slamming the centre over government's move, seeking applications for lateral entry into bureaucracy, Leader of Opposition and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has said, and I quote, reservation of SC, ST and OBC categories is being openly snatched away by recruiting through lateral entry or through important posts in various ministries of central government. I have always said that the underprivileged are not represented in top positions in the country, including in the bureaucracy. This is Rahul Gandhi continuing his attack on the centre. He has also said that instead of improving this, they are being pushed further from top positions through professional lateral entry. This is robbery of the rights of talented youth preparing for UPSC and an attack on the concept of social justice. Now, BJP has hit out at Rahul Gandhi and alleged that earlier Congress used to recruit such entrants without any process, and at least the BJP has put forward a process to get in professionally talented, skilled people into the system. After Haryana poll dates announcement, Congress MP Dipinder Hooda has spoken to NDTV. He has raised questions over BJP's announcements made recently. Transfer officers after EC announced date is still under scanner. That's what he said.
That is the yatra which is being continued by Dipinder Hooda, and today he has reached at Ambala. We will talk to him. So sir, you have been conducting this yatra for the last so many days. We have seen so many times, even during the rain also you were continuing this yatra. What type of feedback are you getting from the people of Haryana?
See, in total we have covered 49 constituencies, and the feedback, in fact this was the 50th constituency. So, we have covered 49 constituencies, this was 49th constituency, and the feedback has been exceptional. People of Haryana are in mood for a change. 10 years of misgovernance on part of the BJP has left Haryana nowhere. Haryana today ranks number 1 in terms of unemployment, in terms of inflation, number 1 in drug use, number 1 in the whole nation as far as crime is concerned, crime rate as per Government of India. So these are not merely statistics. A state like Haryana, when it's top of the list of all the states in terms of unemployment, inflation, crime rate, drugs, that means the government 10 years of BJP rule has completely failed the people.
Sir,
and that's why people want to change.
No election date has already been announced. We have seen the multiple transfer had been done, and the Congress has already lodged a complaint. Do you think that is they are trying to gain political mileage by transferring all?
See, completely unheard of. What they are resorting to after the dates have been announced, they want to bring about these transfers. That needs to be. I mean, this just shows desperation on part of the BJP. In fact, this also shows that I think the state government was not consulted by the, either they did not know that election commission is going to take this step. So somehow there is lack of confidence between the state government and the centre government and the election commission, the whole process, because the chief minister was in the morning saying absolutely no chance elections are going to be held in time, and they were preparing for a cabinet meeting. In fact, some of the announcements that they made, those announcements have not been even notified. For example,
they have sent to the election commission. They are saying we have sent to the election commission. Do you think that
those announcements were not meant to be sent to election commission? Those announcements should have been providing relief to the people. For example, they said 500 rupees per cylinder. Now they did not even implement it. And before their implementation, the code of conduct has been announced. So I think the BJP realizes that people are upset with the BJP. That's why they started making these announcements. But they then realized that none of these announcements can translate on the ground. So that is why they preponed the election.
So sir, one question, lot of political activities going on. JJP had 4 of the MLA, they had already got resigned from the JJP, but we have seen even during the Lok Sabha election, lot of independent, they had given us support, and what we have learned, 3 JJP netas, they are going to join Congress. Do you think that is the air which is telling how the people and how these even leaders, they are trying to change the shape?
If you look at last 2 years, more than 45 ex-ministers, ex-MPs, 1 sitting MP, many sitting MLAs have joined the Congress party, leaving the BJP or the JJP. That just shows you where, the mood of the people as far as Haryana is concerned.